up, y'all? Welcome to the episode 14 of the SVR podcast. Today we're gonna have a special guest this morning. His name is Halen. So hey, all I have to do with you is asking 10 questions, and you have to uh, respond properly when you have basically when you express yourself. Saying how you come from, your career, all that, etc. So yeah. Um,
All right.
the first question is, when did you start doing music?
Well, let's see. Lyric wise, I started making music around in like summer 2011. I was writing lyrics to songs I wanted to record in the studio for such a long time, but I never really had a chance to. But
What?
then, as I
Why?
why? Why? Well, because I was still going through school at the time, so I couldn't really find the time to be able to do that. Because being a rapper has always been my dream for a long time.
Damn.
Yeah,
Right.
until like a couple of years, until like let's see, in 2018, the I made a first guest appearance on was it one song by an artist. Song is Hurt. Well, the song is called Hurt, and it's by Justified, and that's already been out for 2 years since December.
Damn. Right.
But then and then until like 2019, that's when I've made my first song sober and put it out there. Sober talks about like the little story of how I first drank my first bottle of beer in 2014 after high school graduation. I knew what alcohol could do to anyone who drinks irresponsibly. I mean,
Hmm.
it'll cost them.
Next question. How did you get on YouTube when you was unknown on rap game?
How did I get on? Oh, um, before before I actually went into the rap, when I before I even first started rapping, um, I wanted to go on YouTube. I was just doing different things. I can't remember what I was doing.
Damn.
It's just weird.
I couldn't imagine what he was dead on different subs.
Yeah. Oh
Well,
well.
yeah. Next question. Favorite rap genre that you ever was born into it? Like basically, any type of rap genre, not like mumble, whatever.
Um. Well, I don't know. I can handle any type of rap. I mean, whatever gets thrown at me, I'll take it.
Like, did you get used to old school before?
Um. Yeah. As a kid and growing up, I was actually pretty used to it, and I still am.
Yeah, when Tupac, Nas, Eminem came around.
Well, I did not know anything about Tupac or Biggie Smalls, or Eminem, or like when they when they both died.
Yeah, rest in peace to
A
Tupac.
few years after I, a few years out, like 5 or 6 years after I was born. But I did know Eminem through his music.
Oh,
Uh, back a get
through
back a decade ago.
through his discography.
Um, well, I've heard one song from him from his album Relapse back in 2010.
Let me
It was
guess. Crack a
My
bottle.
Darling. No, that was back. No, that was back in 2009. Nah, one song I heard from him was called My Darling.
Ah, that was some horrorcore shit.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, at first I couldn't understand what he was saying in his raps. I was a teenager. I was like a teenager at the time.
That's
So
Eminem. He's doing his own weirdness.
no, because I wasn't into understanding lyrics. I just didn't pay attention.
His accent.
I love it, man. Even now, he uh,
he,
he still does what he loves doing.
he is a grown man.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Next question. Any albums/singles will be dropped this year?
Um, I have a couple things in mind. Um, soon in the future there will be a few out like there will be two albums. One is a studio album called Another Fight. I wrote lyrics for 12 or 10 or 12 songs 3 years ago, and at that time I couldn't I couldn't really find the best way to record the whole thing.
Damn.
But not until late yeah, but not until later on in 2020 I actually did get it all down. So
Sweet.
originally, Another Fight is supposed to have 12 tracks, but as a good start, I shortened it to 10 tracks. It was a very good start.
So you change it up a little bit, so you remove two songs only?
Yeah,
Which it didn't actually want it to be on the album?
I don't. I didn't want to put too many tracks on that album, and it originally was called One More Fight, but for some reason, some people thought it was I was banking off One More Light by Linkin Park, one of my favorite albums. And the last one with Chester Bennington on it. Oh my God, rest in peace, Chester.
Rest in peace.
Man, my condolences to your family and your
Yeah,
bandmates, to your fans, and everybody who knew you so well, Chester. Sorry, man.
sorry, man. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chester.
yeah, but then I decided to call it Another Fight because that really has a meaning. The whole album contains like basically people need to learn something between positivity and negativity, physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Of course. That's why they have to, have their own different taste. You know what I'm saying?
Something that they can understand, something they can relate to.
For real.
And then I have a compilation album called Everything's Essential.
Mm. Which,
That that really rings a bell to my ears, man.
for real.
On that album, it on that album it has 15 tracks that are not intended to be on the studio album. My favorite song that I made was Meaner. I don't get it. Other people, some people just love that song, man.
Yeah, the
They
producer
definitely,
AJ, yeah.
Oh, the producer. No, the producer Legna Zeg, the one who produced Meaner.
Ah,
Yeah, and then yeah, AJ though. That's a different story about AJ.
oh
And then
yeah,
I got
you had a chance to reach out to him, said, "Hey, let me use that type beat and make a whole song with 5 people."
well, I was like one of the first out of five. Yeah, that story. Yeah, that little story. Here we come. Let me tell you something. That that song was streamed on Spotify a little more than 2.1K times.
God damn.
I know, man. Even I got blown away by that. I was so blown away by the results.
It was
And then
just,
after that, it
yeah,
reached 2,000. After it reached 2,000, a music video has been in development since.
really.
Yeah,
God damn, a music
yeah.
video.
So I wanted to get yeah. So I wanted to make a freestyle song that'll really start something new. And it came to my mind. And then I had a really good verse written down, got that down. So I got 4 people to join up. The first, I got Jay, who was then known as Quant's Music at that time. Came in. He first came in with his verse. So I put that. So he gave that. So he's lent me his verse for it. Sorry. And then I put that in there, gave it a good mix and master. So he was the first person, 2 out of 5. Then the third artist was Drama. Okay, not Chris Drama Path, because that Drama is a producer, and he's a he's like family to the Rob Deerdick. So no, not that Drama. There's a different Drama. And he's a rapper. He also does live streams on YouTube when he plays games like Grand Theft Auto, or when he plays Fall Guys. I don't even know what that game is.
Ah,
So Drama or Brian came in with the third verse. I still think it's fire, like straight up. And then NSB came in. He's the fourth artist out of 5 people. He came in with a first. He fucking killed it too.
woo.
And then, so let's see. Originally, first was PM Youngin. Came in with the first on it, killed it. I had that out for a short time till I was forced to delete it because he at the time he did not like his voice and stuff. It's just like he didn't like it, but I actually understood his decision. So that got taken down. So I had to switch things up. The fifth and final person I got, and he's actually staying on it, is Dead Dreamer.
Of course,
But he's list, yeah,
shout out to Dead
yeah,
Dreamer.
exactly. But he was known as a Little Memer at that time when that song was still in the works.
Yeah.
He came in with the first with a few ad libs. He went and freaking killed it too. I was blown away by his verse. And so after all that got taken care of, just put it out there. Bam! Everybody's digging it.
God damn. Yeah.
And and that has been streamed over 2,000 times on Spotify. I was like, damn, that blew my damn mind by those results.
I think I will go to
Oh,
the next question. Uh,
oh, well, actually, I I still got more to the question. So, and
yeah.
then I got, and then I made two EPs that will drop soon. One is called the Blames on Me, but they're shortened, but they're like all lowercase.
Hmm.
Only three tracks are on it, and they're all produced by Rick the Sauce from Europe. That was the one you heard from Legacy by Platt.
Of course.
And then, and now before A Short Life 3, I made two EPs that are released called A Short Life and A Short Life 2.
Ah, yeah.
So A Short Life 3 is the third and final chapter of A Short Life. I'm thinking about making a whole album containing all songs, almost all the songs, except the intro and outro tracks for the EP.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I have plenty of non album songs and a couple of collaborations too with other people. I'll tell more of that later on in the future. So what's the next question?
Next question. Where did the name of Halen comes from? So I want to know.
Okay. Yeah. So let me tell you a little story about that. It started in May 3rd, 2017. I was talking to a previous friend of mine, Joshua. I was I went by a few different names. The first one I didn't use was the first one I used because I was not safe at the time when I was living in a state called Georgia. First I went by Vladimir, but then a couple years later, as I was growing up, I realized I I was convinced that it was a Russian surname, and I had to, and then it had to be changed due to like I didn't want to be compared to the president Vladimir Putin from Russia.
And why do you think
That
it? Why you think it will suit well as your own rap stage name?
um then I just wasn't really feeling that rap name. So yeah, because it was a Russian surname, and I did not want to be compared to Vladimir to the Russian president. So I went through a few more name changes, and those like include Balthazar and Tomorrow. But then those two names I didn't really feel. So then as I was talking to Joshua about it, as I was trying to come up, as I was trying to get a new name that really has a meaning that it would get stuck to me, that I would adapt for the rest of my life. So that's when he came up with the name Halen. Not like Van Halen, the band. Um, and yeah, I think rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. You ever heard about that?
A little bit, but I don't think I have heard the rest of.
Yeah. Um, well, anyway, back to this. He came up with the name Halen. He spelled it differently from the name Van Halen. He put an I in between the A and L instead of leaving it out. And that's when I knew it actually got stuck to me. So I decided to adopt it since that day. so it has a meaning. So it has a meaning. Um, because Halen, um, it means it's like as I'm making music for the people that I care about most, I'm gonna like as I keep going, I'm gonna keep climbing and keep going until I reach up to my full potential, and then when that's said and done, it would be time for me to call it quits. Not just pass the mic to the younger generation of those who want to rap, you know, do what they got to do to let their voices be heard.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how that's how I wanted to do things from my perspective.
All right. Next question. Who inspired you as an independent rap artist?
Who inspired me? The My favorite rapper that inspired me to do this is Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park and Form Minor. This guy really does. He's done everything for years: rapping, singing, instruments, production. He he's done so much for Linkin Park and over the years. You know,
Like, is it because during the fact that you heard his storytellings and his impact on Linkin Park?
yeah, in so many ways, I could never like even imagine, even like beyond it, that will occur in my case. He's a phenomenal, and I love the way he rhymes in his raps. And not to mention that his most recent album, Post Traumatic, after Chester's death, my God, I love that. You know, the whole thing, the whole album, yeah, he did for years since Chester's passing.
Yeah.
I love that whole freaking album from start to finish. It really touched me so much.
Yeah.
Even I still can't forget about everything that Chester had done before he took his own life away. I still can't get over that fact.
Yeah. Next question. What are your future plans?
Well, I already have a manager that I'm working with now. She's very legitimate. She's done it for years. I have not met her in person yet, but that's one of my future plans. I will meet her. I will meet her up in Sierra Vista in person the next time I get out of this freaking house.
Oh,
Because I've been in here for too long, man.
yeah.
Um,
During the fucking pandemic.
yeah, that pandemic is
Out
really
of
keeping us
out
locked
of
in
our
hard.
nerves.
Yeah, yeah, but then, and then after that, and I think after I've officially signed up with her and within her business company, I will, I will like first drop another fight. That's one of my first ever releases. Since my latest song "Won't Need It" was dropped, um,
Yeah.
I and then I would love to perform at live shows.
Ah.
to
Yeah, that
people.
would be dope, man. That would be dope. To perform all your songs from last year to now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It depends on the songs that I want to perform. Something to really, really start things off. And like I would want to work with more people from time to time in the music industry as I'm still as I'm still climbing to until I get to my full potential from my perspective.
Yeah. Um, Next question. What type of character you look up as a self-owned attitude? Like, basically, what type of you as a person, when you hang out with people? Can you tell me what type of character you look up for?
Um, I would say like loving and caring, even even more respectful, and kind and generous to those I love to hang out with. I don't want to be this kind of I don't want to be this kind of like coward, or because that's what I felt over the years since I was like abused and neglected as a child and growing up in Georgia. True story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even I don't want to get bullied anymore. So so I want to be like a so I want to be a real man and like stand up for myself and speak up for myself to anybody who would want to like treat me different, like treat me like I'm a fucking nobody. Okay, because that's not how it works.
It doesn't.
Well, you just want to start small. In order for you to get big, you got to start doing something for the people that'll really get their attention.
Yep.
So like my type of character is like I want to be like I want to be more of a loving and caring kind of person, not this asshole or something like that that other people really thought that I was, but really they're just wrong,
Yeah.
you know,
Nobody's
something like
perfect,
that.
man. Nobody.
Yeah, even we all make mistakes in life, and sometimes we can fix them. Either we fix them or we can't, depending on the
The,
situation.
yeah, depending on the situation that you're in.
Oh yeah.
Alright, this is the final question. What rapping means to you when it comes to grinding?
I feel that rap is not just for me, it's also for anybody else who want to try it. I get people trying to get me to quit. And then this one song came to my mind, Never Give It Up, featuring Jabez Z.
Ah, it was it.
Because I was so offended when somebody tried to get me to quit rap over and over again. Nah, but I kept trying to talk him out of it, but you didn't listen. So you know what? Never Give It Up was the inspiration behind that problem. If anybody don't like it when I rap, that's their problem, not mine. I mean, I love rapping as much as like everybody else does.
Yeah,
Like you do, like everybody like you do, like Jabez, like everybody else does. Gotta like you gotta know when to trust the right people who want to enjoy listening to your music, understand what you're saying in your raps, give them something that they can really relate to in life, and no matter what it is.
Real.
So yeah, so that's why I love rapping so much.
It's for people that, when it comes to poetries, you have to tell a story that, it will get on touch.
Yeah, it doesn't need to come from the guts, because they don't really tell you anything. They just want to get you to do bad things, whatever things that people don't like. You gotta you gotta tell it from the heart, tell it from the mind, tell it from the soul. It has to come out from all those three things.
Yeah, you have
When you're make
to.
when you're Yeah, like when you're making rap music,
Yeah,
just express yourself, express your feeling, like tell the people how you feel about yourself, how you feel about other people, you know.
yeah, you have to listen to message because that's the important thing.
And not just listen to the message, but really understand what that type of message is in your rap music. That's what I'm trying to do for the people, you know. And when I say the people, I meant everybody on this planet. Everybody, including you, Jabez or Jay, everybody on this planet. Everybody.
Of course.
So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it.
Um, any last words before you wrap it up?
I gotta say, shout out. I just want to thank my family and my friends and my fans. I want to thank the people who really understand where I come from, the struggles and fights I'm going through in life. Thank you, everyone from around the world, for helping me be the better person that I am today. So thank you.
The links of their social medias will be down below. Make sure to follow Halen on Twitter and Instagram. I believe you have SoundCloud, Spotify.
And don't forget about SVR too. He's the real deal right here.
Keep
Yeah,
listening. Yeah, yeah. Keep going.
Instagram. Yeah, follow. Yeah, y'all follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, of course, YouTube, SoundCloud. I have like more than that, but I don't want to waste any more time with it. So
Yeah. Now we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.